Alright bro, so first you want to get your fucking shit going on in here, you want your research happening, you start with that fucking thing. Gotta get this shit, helps you go up. You want to get all these ones, but you know, get the fucking science first. I'll show you how to do that as well. So to get missions early as well. Obviously this shit over here, mission control, get into here, find a fucking easy mission, like there's not any there, but anyway, stuff like this one. Test shit at the launch site. That'll give you fucking caches easy as shit. All you gotta do is launch it. It's easy. So let's build a fucking basic rocket to get into the fucking space shit. So fucking tits. Have I got one? What's going on? There we go. Alright. Click on that guy. Probably smart to start with a pod. Get a parachute on that guy. You want it to separate from everything with one of these, a stack separator, decoupler. That way when it re-enters or when it has to slow down with the parachute, it's very light. If it's too heavy, it's just going to smash into the ground and fucking kill your fucking guy. Smash that shit there. Fucking pull a little wild. Yeah, you can probably do one of those. Alright, and put one of those guys there. Real simple as shit. Yep. Now these are going to be way too powerful, so you want to set the thrust to like, I don't know, let's put it at 70. Oh, there we go. So that's lowered the thrust there. If you go too fast initially, you will just burn. You'll go way too fast, you'll get too hot, you'll die. It's great. So don't do that. Whereas this higher up stage, actually you could probably turn that one down too. Yeah. So that parachute should be ideal if we can do this sweet as fuck. Okay. So now you gotta order this crap. This is just staging. You can pretty much, it'll highlight what's in that stage obviously. You can make a new one, but fuck that for the moment. So it'll happen in this order. We got these things igniting, then that will decouple, then that will ignite, then that will decouple, and then the parachute, all separate pushes of the spacebar. So we won't have any fucking parachutes happening while the boosters are jetting. So that's that. Save that. Launch it. Oh, it's too heavy. Alright, well, let's cut this down. This might actually end up being unstable, but whatever. So yeah, it's not tipping over, so whatever. Hit spacebar, hit T so that your stability is on, so that you don't tip around like a numpty. Hit spacebar so everything launches. I've got my sound off, I'll just... There we go. Yep. That sounds pretty loud to me, I'm going to turn that down a lot. Okay. Yeah, so these guys will get science for you as well. You want to keep it. That's how you do science, by the way. You just bring sciencey things and use them. This guy will get stoked if you're doing well, or if you're not, he'll probably still get stoked. Get rid of that. Launch that. So we don't want to go straight up, because when we come back down, we'll come straight back down and fucking die. Oh dear, this is bad. Oh god. Okay, yep, it's all good. Yeah, there's ways to stop your rocket from being a spastic like that, but we're dealing with very basic technology. So, whatever. We'll just have to fly like a tard. Okay, and a good idea would be to decouple from that once we've gotten high enough. I'm pretty much just keeping that on there so that it keeps momentum with all its weight. That little thing there is your prograde, that's the direction that you're travelling. So we're in orbit now. Slow the time back down. 70,000 meters is the atmospheric limit, I guess. In real life there isn't one, but well, it's way higher. On this planet it's 70,000 meters and you're in space, so we're in space. I'll decouple from that. We don't need that. Let's get some space science on this thing. He can't hop out of the vessel yet, so I'll just do a report. I'll turn it around so it's facing that way, because that's a much better thing to be hitting the atmosphere at high speed. So this is the orbital map thing, Nigga. That's obviously us. That is the apoapsis, that's the highest point that your orbit is at the moment of whatever you're orbiting. We're not really orbiting, we're suborbital. That's how you see what the fuck you're doing. Suborbital right there, right? It's the best. You've got fuel up here and shit. We don't have any. We've got monopropellant. We shouldn't have any of that, but we do. You don't want it, but we've got it. Blah blah. And then, yeah, we'll come back to orbit and into the atmosphere. I'm doing this quick because I don't care very much about this guy's life. Oh, I didn't get... Well, let's use that. Alright, so hopefully we won't die. We probably will, but let's see how it goes. That's pretty fast to be re-entering, but whatever. He could live, I don't know. That little bar there is heat. If that fills up, the part explodes and that's gone. So, yeah. Okay, so we're actually probably doing okay. I'll just speed it up, it's doing fine. So you want to right click this guy, and if you can see it's safe, and you will just deploy it. You can hit spacebar to do it as well, but that's a bit safer. I think this will change colour when it's safe and when it's not as well, but once it's deployed it's pretty much up to the parachute to do the work. If you're light enough you will slow down. If you're not, if you go like above about 6 meters per second I think it is, then you'll probably explode when you hit anything, especially water. Water's really weird. It's sometimes you can hit it really fast, sometimes you can't. This will take a little while. Sometimes it's better to open your parachutes late so you don't have to wait around for ages while the guy falls down. So yeah, he survived. Just recover it. So if your computer doesn't crash like mine did before, you get a sweet report of the scientific data you got. This is good shit because then you can go to the research department and unlock more parts. If you bring stuff back and recover it like we did, you get a refund for some of that depending on how close to the base you were. We were actually pretty far away, so only about 80% value for being 400 k's away. He is alive, so we get him back, and that's it. So now you can go back to the research department, and probably best to unlock this stuff. I actually had this because I had a mission that gave me it, so this is good shit to have. That decoupler is fantastic. Parachutes are the best, probably get that. And better rocketry is always good. Fins are good. And that radial decoupler is good. Probably get that. Okay. Yep, so that's how you start off. Go suck a butt and die.